Hello, my name's Trevor Bystrom. I'm virtually here with Peter Mawanga, and welcome to our little online release party. I'm here in Holmes Beach. He's in Malawi, Africa, so we're going to do it all virtual for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is Mawanga and Bystrom. The first track on the EP is called Asleep at Night. I first started writing this song on the way home from a tour back in January, and it was around 2020. It was the last tour that I was doing before COVID hit, and I didn't know, but it'll be months until I was back on the road again.
Asleep at Night is another beautiful song that Trevor and I collaborated on. My verse, which says kachuna kantetsa nzeru, which means this piece has left me lost for words.
This song really points out the uneasy feeling that you can have late at night. Everything's dead quiet, but your mind's still running. It's still trying to create something, and you feel very uneasy, and you're just kind of struggling because all you want is rest. And the song pulls on these moods musically. It has polyrhythms that create tension. It also has some vocal phrasings. It kind of creates slight tensions, overall being like a very beautiful lullaby. And having a lot of very cool guitars kind of layered in. Really loved how the song turned out. When I sent it to Peter and he put in his parts and sent it back to me, it was instantly one of my favorite songs in the album.
Long past the sun, silence has begun. Life no longer feels a ton. The thoughts are clear, my soul at peace. It's a bright moonlit sky, not a breeze in sight. My breathing feels so light. Thoughts are clear, my soul at peace. I lay in bed as still as the trees. I lay in bed with my body at ease. I lay in bed with no more to please. And this night it's getting late, with my mother sleep at night. As I lie, I stay awake, with my father sleep at night. My mind is on the run, with my sister sleep at night. Dreams have already come, with my brother sleep at night.
Kashunala, kashunala, yeah. Kantetsa nzeru ine. Usiku bosuchezera ife. Kuyesu kuti pena nkonabe. Pakambanda kucha masombe. Kashunala, yeah. Kamporoso bongo ine. Kuyesu kuti pena mpulako ine. Pakambanda kucha masombe.
Lay in bed as still as the trees. I lay in bed with my body at ease. I lay in bed with no more to please. And this night it's getting late, with my mother sleep at night. As I lie, I stay awake, with my father sleep at night. My mind is on the run, with my sister sleep at night. Dreams have already come, with my brother sleep at night.
Sunday walenso,
With my mother sleep at
ime
night.
Sunday tayenso,
With my father sleep at night.
kutimina mpumeko,
With my sister sleep at night.
ambale mundikumbuke.
With my brother sleep
Kusetsa
at night.
luma bimpulako ine.
With my
Okay, so this EP has 6 songs, and the 6 songs, obviously, "Some Days," which was our first, song that Trevor Bystrom introduced, and the song which actually got us, collaborating and working together from different continents. The funny thing is, we've never been in the same place. We've worked remotely. So "Some Days" is a song that gives hope in our situation in this COVID era where, there are all these lockdowns and you can't travel. And we're getting to a place where for you to even travel, you really need to be fully vaccinated or to at least have been, received a dose of the vaccine. And so we're basically saying, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and some days we're definitely going to meet. Some days we're going to be on stage together. Some days we're going to write songs in the same studio, in the same workspace.
I sent him a message, and I just wanted to let him know how much I appreciate his music, and at the same time, wanted to show him some of the songs I've been working on to see if he ever wanted to collaborate on something. He picked out "Someday." He's like, let's get to work. We're just getting the final recordings done, sent over, and then boom, COVID happened. So he actually gave me a call, and he says, the first song worked really well. And he's like, I have no shows. Would you want to do any other songs? And we decided on doing a full EP. So this song pretty much started it all. So "Someday" I wrote when I was visiting my grandparents up in North Carolina. They had like this little baritone ukulele there, and it didn't have one string on it, and that tuner was just like really loose, and I tried putting on like fishing line from the rod in the garage, like twisted together, so it was like 2 lines all spun together. And once I got on the tuner kept slipping, so I threw some glue in the tuner and got it working. Really love how this whole song turned out, and he added such cool drum fills with his band, and just the guitar parts laid in so beautifully.
Someday you will get knocked down, stripped from your crown, and life will seem so great. But one day you will find the one, make you warmer than the sun, and life will be okay. Someday, someday. Like your mama told you, son, there'll be someone there for everyone. Just keep your head up high and reach into the sky, and they'll be by your side. I know she really broke your heart, and you feel so torn apart. It's not always meant to be. This love that you may see is no guarantee. Some days you will get knocked down, stripped from your crown, and life will seem so great. But one day you will find the one,
zvichafamba iwe zvichazofamba iwe usacheuke zakale uzisiye tsogolo ndilo wala lako ndilo koma ambuya kukonzera iwe anakonzera iweyo.
Someday you'll get knocked down, stripped from your crown, and life will seem so great. But one day you will find the one to make you warmer than the sun, and life will be okay. Someday, someday, someday.
Mwana wanga satobe tsogolo ndilo bwino mwana wanga
Someday, someday, someday.
mwana wanga satobe tsogolo ndilo bwino mwana wanga
Someday, someday, someday.
someday usakayikire zitasinta
Someday, someday, someday.
someday usakayikire zitasinta
Someday, someday, someday.
mwana wanga satobe tsogolo ndilo bwino mwana wanga satobe
Someday, someday, someday.
Second single, obviously, Skatiswe, which just talks about how times have changed and how we all have to be very careful because the things that we cherish the most, things, simple things like a hug, a handshake, are now dangerous. Skatiswe, you're describing something small, something tiny, but which can actually, hurt you. And that's basically what Skatiswe talks about.
This is a song that Peter sent me. I think it was the first one he sent me. And man, was that a struggle. It was something brand new to me, was to write lyrics and write a verse to someone else's song. They had this whole creation. Because I know how much my original songs mean to me. And when he sent me one of his songs, it was so new to me. I never even played or sang to in a song of this style. It took me days to really write and rewrite and rewrite the melodies and add in different rhythms. It was a new way of singing I never experienced. It was more rhythmic. It was just a lot more upbeat. With this type of song, needed to be right there. And I just remember when I was singing it, I was just dancing along with it just so I could stay on the rhythm. I was pretending I was messing with shakers or maracas or whatever, just so I could sing on the rhythm. When my hand would come down, I was like, that's when the syllable needs to be sung. So if you would see a video of me actually singing the actual parts, it would be pretty funny. Because I was just dancing and singing, and that's pretty much how it all came out. And it was the only way I could really just lock in the singing parts. And I was really nervous when I sent it to Peter. I was like, please love it. I worked so hard on it. And he did. He's like, this is exactly what we need. And that just pretty much jump shot the rest of this project and how it went. The struggle we had on being far apart and recording through the internet only, all the problems were so minuscule because we have the same taste in music and the same want for the same outcome of what we want for the composition, that whatever we added we generally liked, and that just was played such a big part into this album.
Kanandipenda tengawe pompano ngati suchenjera ndikumanyozera chomwe ine ndikunena oh katiswe kamene katiswe tonse katiswe kamene katiswe tonse katiswe ndikamene tipembedza ndowizina kumapera anzanga katiswe katiswe.
It can't be seen, don't make a sound. You cannot live with it not around. What brings us joy, it lurks below. What brings us close, it begins to grow. Beware of all of the signs from these hidden landmines, or you just might find, oh, can't be swayed. You gotta be wise throughout the day. Steer from these lies, and some will say you could be rich, and you could be poor, and you could be smart, but you can't ignore. Beware of all of the signs from these hidden landmines, or you just might find, oh, can't be swayed.
Kamene katiswe tonse katiswe kamene katiswe tonse katiswe ndikamene tipembedza ndowizina kumapera anzanga katiswe katiswe kamene katiswe tonse katiswe kamene katiswe tonse katiswe ndikamene tipembedza ndowizina kumapera anzanga katiswe katiswe. Katiswe, 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 katiswe.
We're on Listen Now. We're halfway through this whole album now. So Listen actually wrote down the island of Grenada.
You know, Listen just talks about how it is just important for us to live as humanity, to live together and to just umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu. It's basically saying no man is an island. We all depend on another human being. You are who you are because of your community. You are who you are because of the people. Yeah, that's basically what Listen is about.
This song is about how we are all connected. We're all connected socially, on the internet, just through so many ways. We're just becoming more of a global community. You can literally meet people from the other side of the world with a click of a button. This song is just kind of like a little reminder. Just try to understand people, because most people on this planet are good people, and it might not seem that way all the time. But there's a lot of people out there who's doing everything for the good and doing things in a way they're just wanting to make this world a better place. And everyone's trying to make the world a better place in their own way, and then you find people fighting about it. So this is just a reminder to just try to open your ears and try to understand things a little bit more.
People all around the world, and we don't bother to listen. All around the world, we hide behind the walls, let money to the coast, and people are afraid of their neighbors. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world, listen. Keep us afraid, they use hate to keep us down. The message they give persuades us to ignore and to turn around.
Divided we fall, united we conquer. In everything we do, we have a part to play in a better, brighter day. All around the world, umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu, inumuthi badulabwa. We have to work and stand together. All around the world,
listen, listen. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the a fight. We got the numbers to bring them down. Need to listen to bring the light, knock the darkness to the ground. And we need to know our friends all around the world and recognize their reasoning. All around the world, rise above those walls and swallow our pride and listen to the people. All around the world, listen, listen.
All right, so the fifth song on the album, this was I Care For You. This is a song Peter sent me to sing on. He wrote this about his wife and being in the medical industry during COVID. And this song just turned out beautiful. I remember the first time I listened to it, I just had goosebumps when just the power of the bass and when the harmonies and everything came in. It was just a magical experience.
I Care For You is just a song that, gives thanks to all the health workers, the doctors, the nurses, the first responders. It's a song that talks about how important it is for us to be very cautious about another person's health. Wearing of masks is really important because you're not only doing it because you want to protect yourself. You're mostly doing it because you want to protect another person, and that's basically, what this song talks about.
But with this song, we just want to thank the medical doctors and all the medical associates and people involved in the medical industry, because this was definitely a very difficult time. That's why we connect it with them being soldiers in a war against COVID. This is I Care For You. Hope you guys enjoy.
I'm watching you go, I wish I could tag along. Sometimes when you go, I wonder if you make it home. You battle this virus like frontline soldiers at war. That's who you are, a soldier to save us all.
Chigulile njimsenzesa mwana chimchola nsana nkalamba sakana kuno sikuti nono tuzeni zona tuzeni tiziwe ife satibisire corona nchani mu.
You've been compelled to give reassurance to all. Even in times of calm, it's all on you. Despite of the stress and pain, you carry on. It's what you do, no one else can do. Thank you to doctors, the nurses, the medics too. You should get more than words of gratitude. We'll fight alongside you for wages and livelihood, 'cause you care for me, and I care for you.
I do, I do, I do, I do. I do, just like you, I do. I do, I do, I do, I do. I care for you, like you care for me.
I do, yes I do. I care for you, I care for you. I do, yes I do. I care for you, I'll stay home for you.
I do, yes I do. I care for you, I care for you. I do, yes I do. I care for you, like you care for me. Asante sana, karibu siku. Asante sana.
get more than words of gratitude. I fight alongside you for wages and livelihood, 'cause you care for me and I care for you. I care for you. I care for you. I care for you.
Another song, Umoyo. Umoyo talks about, how you cannot run to another continent as hoping that you're going to escape problems. You're going to find a different set of problems wherever you go. If you're looking for joy, you can find joy wherever you are.
The last song in the EP is called Umoyo. This is a song Peter sent to me, and it just the sound was very powerful. This song was in his native language, so I had no idea what it was about. So when he wanted me to sing a verse on it, I had to call him up and be like, "What's this song about?" And he would just explain to me, and it moved me. It was just very powerful, the lyrics. And what the song really means to me, and what I got out of it, was that no matter what our background is, no matter where we came from, no matter what our income is, we are all connected with the exact same emotions, and we can choose to live a life that's more protective, and we're kind of more based around just hate and negative emotions and stuff like that, or we can engulf ourselves with good emotions and find the beauty in little things, no matter where you come from.
The same, we all seem so divided. You control all the power of your flame. You are who you decided. Other struggles you can't compare. It's a life you can't perceive. If it's love that you're going to share, that is what you should plan to receive.
Huyu ndi umoyo, watsiko la pansi ndi choncho. Huyu ndi umoyo, watsiko la pansi ndi choncho. Kumalawi ndi choncho, umoyo kwathu ndi choncho. Kuangola ndi choncho, umoyo kwao ndi choncho. Kuiraki ndi choncho, chikaliwe chao ndi choncho.
So what's next? Me and Peter are right now talking about plans for future touring. We can't wait, and hopefully soon we'll be able to get together and tour the United States, tour Europe, tour Africa. We're all making plans for 2022. And we also got a little music video that we may be recording real shortly. I'll let you know when that is about to drop as well. So, thank you guys so much for listening, and you guys have a great rest of your day and a good night wherever you guys are on this feed. Thank you guys so much. Bye.